Hello, and in this in this video, I'm going to talk about Mercury retrograde because it starts on March 14th. That's for Friday. And then Friday is also the blood moon. Did you know? I've been posting I've been posting about it cuz the blood moon is, let me read it exactly, cuz it's March's blood worm moon. I'm gonna put the links in the description box so you can tap on the links and it's gonna take you straight to the article. This one is CBS News, the lunar eclipse, the blood moon 2025. So, it's a phenomenon. It's like it's a thing. It's a thing. But, I pay attention to the transit. I pay attention to the moon. I pay attention to like what's going on in the world, like the way the planets move. And then it's also Mercury retrograde. The past is gonna try to come back and be like, oh, we could be friends. Like, no, don't don't take the past back. Like, hell no. We're moving forward. We're moving forward, and the past is not welcome. But here we go. March's full blood worm moon is a phenomenon that makes the moon appear red. It appears red during a total lunar eclipse. It's visible this week for Americans and others on Earth's western hemisphere. So that's like California. The total lunar eclipse will make the moon appear red on Thursday. Today's Thursday, so it's gonna look red. So just look out for the moon because it's gonna look red, and it's a full moon, so it's full. It's supposed to be white, but it's gonna look red on Thursday, March 13th, into the following day, dependent on the time zone according to NASA. So I'm getting into the science. I'm being nerdy because because it's the full moon. It's a big deal. Full moon is illumination. All the things that have been kept secret is gonna come to light. Everything is gonna come to light. So all the things that are kept in the dark is gonna come to light. You're gonna know. Everybody gonna know. You're all gonna be talking about it. You're gonna be like, oh my God, like why and how, and it's because it's the full moon. That's how. That's why the full moon brings about illumination in life, in everything. Like things just come to light. You realize things in your life you wasn't paying attention to before. It's just gonna come like, oh my God, like you're gonna realize it. It's an illumination. But let me go back to the article so that you can see, and I know I said it already. I'm gonna include it in the description box. So when and where to see the bloodworm moon. While this month's full moon will rise early Friday, the appearance of the full moon started around Wednesday evening and will last through Saturday morning, according to NASA. The Old Farmer's Almanac details specific moon rises times for zip codes across the U.S. Local forecasts also include detailed information on how clear the night sky will be in various locations. That's if you want to view the moon. So the moon is like a phenomenon. It's going to be red for Thursday until Friday. You're going to see it. It's all over the world. You're going to see the full moon. You're going to see it turn red. You're going to see it. And that's why they call it the blood moon. The blood moon phenomenon will start before the full moon reaches peak illumination. As the lunar eclipse begins, the moon will start moving towards the Earth's shadow on Thursday at 11:57. That's today. However, the moon's gradual dimming won't be noticeable until around 1:09 a.m. on Friday. The moon will be fully shaded from around 2:36 to 2:31 a.m. with the peak viewing opportunity for the red moon happening around 2:59 a.m. Oh my God. So this is if you want to see like the moon red, because it's brief. It's for a short period of time. It's like an hour. You'll only get to see it for like an hour. The moon will exit from the Earth's full shadow between 3:31 and 4:48 a.m. and will leave the last of the partial shadow at 6 a.m., ending the lunar eclipse. This is the science of it. There's a spiritual aspect to the blood full moon. So I'm going to get into that in another video. But this one is the CBS News. This is the science. This is the science. This is the science about it. Viewers in North and South America can catch the best views of the blood worm moon. Through parts of Europe and Africa may catch a glimpse. How can I observe the eclipse? The moon will still be visible during the eclipse, even though it will be a full shadow on the earth, according to NASA. So it's like we won't even be able to see it. It's a full moon. It's like it's just not gonna, you're gonna see the shadow, like you're gonna see the ring. It's just, you know, but it's gonna be a full moon. It's a full moon, but it turns red only for a brief amount of time. You don't need any special equipment to observe the lunar eclipse, although binoculars or telescopes will enhance the view. Viewers should head to a dark environment away from bright lights for the best moon viewing conditions. So it's best to view it in the dark because it's lunar. Lunar is evening, the night is the moon. So like we had the solar eclipse in 2024. And this one is the lunar eclipse. The solar eclipse was during the day with the sun, and this one is with the moon. It's the evening. It has to be dark for you to see it. What is the lunar eclipse and why does it make the moon look red? When the sun's earth and the moon all align at the moon phases into the earth's shadow, there's a lunar eclipse. During a total lunar eclipse, like the one happening this week, Friday, the entire moon falls within the darkest part of the earth's shadow. It's gonna appear red, like you're gonna see it, like you cannot not see it, like you're gonna see it. If you don't get to see it red, that's when the eclipse is happening. It's gonna turn red. But it's a full moon, so you're gonna see the full moon during the day. You're gonna see it at night too. But for you to catch the eclipse is when it's turning red. That's why they call it the blood full moon or the worm moon. You know, the moons have names. The blood moon can be seen in the sky over Hamburg in Germany in 2023. So it's like you just have to pay attention. You got to check your time zone for when you can see the blood moon. The moon will appear red-orange when it's in the Earth's shadow. Any sunlight that's blocked by the Earth during the eclipse will be filtered through a thick slice of the Earth's atmosphere as it heads towards the moon's surface, according to NASA. This is the science. This is the science. This will make the moon appear red. So it heads towards the moon's surface. So it's the moon. The moon is covering the earth. Like when we had the solar eclipse, it was the sun. And then you had to be outside in the daylight in the sun, and you had to like not be blinded by the sun to catch the eclipse. And then it's like you really couldn't even see it because the sun is gonna blind you. But like when it's the lunar eclipse, like you can see it because it's nighttime. It's not gonna hurt your eyes. Like you can see it. You're gonna see it. And for it to appear red, because it's only gonna appear red briefly for like an hour, and you have to look up at it. So you have to check your time zones to see when you can see it. And it's because the Earth's atmosphere is like a piece of the Earth. The Earth's shadow heads towards the moon's surface, according to NASA. So it's because the moon is covering the Earth is covering the moon, and then it turns red because the Earth is smaller than the moon. So and then it's gonna appear red. The Farmer's Almanac. The Farmer's Almanac. The month's full moon is also called the worm moon. The nickname may have come from the earthworms, typically found as spring, because we're coming towards spring. Spring is coming. It's like March 21st is spring, according to the old Farmer's Almanac. So that's why they would call it the worm moon. Other names for March's full moon are the eagle moon, goose moon, crow comes back moon, sugar moon, wind strong moon, and sore eyes moon. And that's pretty much it. I just wanted to get into the full moon, the blood moon, It's a big deal. It's on Friday. It's on Friday. And just check out for your time zones so you can see it because it's going to be red. It's gonna be red for a brief moment in time, but the full moon is, you're going to see it, the full moon throughout the full moon, like the 3 days. But for you to catch the eclipse, the blood full moon, the worm moon, for you to catch that, you have to check out your time zones. When you catch the eclipse, the moon is going to appear red in your eyes. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Have a good day.